today on Rappler. A Pulse Asia survey says 54% of Filipino adults want the immediate passage of an anti-dynasty law. The House of Representatives and the Senate ratify the bicam report on the proposed 2026 national budget. The Commission on Audit tells Pagasa skip public bidding for Doppler radar repairs. US President Donald Trump says a peace deal to end the war in Ukraine is now a lot closer. And Alex Eala's stellar 2025 run earns her more than $907,000. A recent Pulse Asia survey shows a small majority or 54% of Filipino adults want the immediate passage of an anti-dynasty law. This observation holds true throughout the entire country aside from Mindanao, where public opinion is split with only 34% in agreement. The survey was conducted from December 12 to 15, just days after President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. urged Congress to prioritize passing an anti-dynasty bill. There are currently 11 anti-dynasty bills filed in the 20th Congress. This includes one filed by House Majority Leader Sandro Marcos and House Speaker Boji D, who are dynasts themselves. In their proposed bill, only family members holding office in the same level or jurisdiction are prohibited. In a different survey conducted by social weather stations, Marcos's trust ratings dipped further to 38% from 48% in June amid the flood control mess. Meanwhile, Vice President Sara Duterte's trust numbers rose slightly to 56% from 53% in September. The House and the Senate ratified the Bicameral Conference Committee report on the proposed 2026 national budget on Monday, December 29. The nearly 6.8 trillion spending plan will now be transmitted to Malacanang. President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. is expected to sign the budget bill into law first week of January. Several lawmakers, among them Senator Risa Ontiveros, cite reservations surrounding unprogrammed appropriations and possible pork barrel programs.
It is very unfortunate that some of the reforms you are pushing for, including an overwhelming cut in unprogrammed funds, are not carried in this budget. Still, it is an improvement that the bicam version includes safeguards aimed at preventing unprogrammed funds from becoming slush funds.
House Minority Leader Antonio Tino voted against the report, citing a lack of funding for genuine agrarian reform and national industrialization. This year's bicam deliberations were streamed to the public for the first time, following calls for greater transparency in the budget process. The Commission on Audit recommends that the State Weather Bureau Pagasa skip public biddings in order to speed up repairs of Doppler radars. Doppler radars enable meteorologists to monitor and forecast the weather by providing real-time data on rain, wind speeds, and storm structure. The COA's 2024 audit found that only 10 out of the country's 19 crucial radars were listed as operational. Doppler radar custom parts are expensive and delivery requires a lead time of at least 8 months. State auditors now say Pagasa may resort to direct contracting as opposed to the usual public bidding so that it may immediately procure radar parts. Pagasa received over 22 million pesos in 2023 and over 84 million pesos in 2024 to cover Doppler radar repairs. US President Donald Trump says he and Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy are, quote, a lot closer to an agreement to end the war in Ukraine. At a joint press conference in Florida, both leaders report progress on two of the most contentious issues in securing a peace deal. Those are security guarantees for Ukraine and the division of its Donbas region, which Russia seeks to capture. The two leaders offer few details on the progress of the deal, although Trump says it will be clear in a few weeks if negotiations will succeed.
It's unresolved, but it's getting a lot closer. That's a very tough issue, but one that I think will get resolved.
Zelenskyy says security guarantees have been reached, but the future of the Donbas still remains uncertain.
And we agree that security guarantees is a key milestone in achieving lasting peace, and our teams will continue working on all aspects.
It's been a stellar year for Filipino tennis champ Alex Eala. She reached her highest ranking so far as world number 50 and she closes 2025 sitting at number 53. She also earned more than $907,000 this year, the equivalent of 53 million pesos. She won her biggest prize at the WTA 1000 Miami Open in March, worth more than $332,000. Her second biggest prize was from the US Open in August, where she became the first Filipino to win a Grand Slam main draw match in the Open era and took home $154,000. Eala also made historic firsts for the Philippines in the French Open in May and in the WTA 250 Eastbourne Open in June. Here is a list of her 10 top prizes this year. So does Eala get to keep all that money? No. She will have to pay taxes in the countries where she won the prizes, which can reach up to 30%. And like other tennis players, she pays her coaches and team salaries from her earnings. And that's today's wrap. I'm JC Gotinga. Thank you for watching. Click the link below for the full story. For more updates, download the Rappler app.